Wow,
Today,
are you Bob Ross?
shut your pie hole. Today we're going to be doing some watercolor in an adult coloring book.
Wow, that was good enunciation.
Well, it's a mouthful. But first, Rocky was like, "Hey, let's take a look at the collection because I found another. Or I purchased another little Pop Mart thingy."
So Kimball gets these blind boxes from Pop Mart, and he's been collecting this series right here. So basically, he has these four, and there's 12 in the set. So you don't know which one you're going to get when you buy them. So we're going to go and see if he got one of these or a new one. And which one were you hoping for?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right.
I think you're all asking yourselves now, Kimball, if you're planning on getting the whole collection, why didn't you just buy it all at once? I don't know. Because it was 144 pounds.
Bad choices.
I don't know. I think it's good choice. It's great choices.
By the way, thank you, love. Oh my God! Don't kick the table. Denise says hi.
Hi, Denise. This table was in the way.
And just because I know you guys were all wondering, before we get to this, I had made myself an oat milk, a coffee with a little oat milk added, and then this is my delicious dessert, you guys. Chia seed pudding.
That's
with a
fermented.
little maple syrup, you guys. Yeah, no, that was the other batch. This
I don't
one's
even
not
care.
fermented yet.
You are nasty.
It's so good. Anyway, Pop Mart.
It looks okay. If you watch Dr. Pimple Popper on YouTube, okay, she's a dermatologist, and that looks like some of the gunk that comes out of people's bodies.
What are you talking about? It does not. Sadie says, "Hey guys." All right.
Hey, Sadie, he's nasty, right?
Oh, I clearly spilled some of my coffee. Anyway, moving on.
Well,
Sure,
it was probably me when I need the desk.
Whoopsies.
So, she's obviously going to get cut out and put in a journal, by the way. Here's the little box that comes in.
Oh my God, speed this. No, I'm just kidding.
There's all of them.
Okay, so these are all the options. Which one of these did you want?
Maybe there's a girl with cats that I thought was really cute.
The one with kitties. Where is it? I have to look at it.
Yes. But honestly,
I don't see it.
It is. Oh my God, I'm looking. This is taking way too long.
Yeah, live stream. Denise says, I just had chia seeds in my overnight oats. Thank you, Denise, because they're delicious.
Okay, I had them on my salad, but I ain't, bragging about it.
Trisha agrees with you and says my dessert is yuck. Whatever, you guys. Look how good that looks. It's like eating little egg sacs of insects. All right.
We got these.
How much were these?
£1.50.
Wow, worth it.
They're adorable. They shall watch over tonight's proceedings.
Well, if it goes bad, we know who to blame.
Oh my God, they're so excited. Okay.
All right. Get to it. Go on.
You're all like, I bought this hours ago, and Rocky's like, you can't open it till alive.
We gotta save something.
He's like, I want to see you disappointed on camera.
Make sure to comment if you wish we had done this earlier and didn't waste your time.
I'll be able to tell you what it is because...
No, don't do it. Kimball, don't look. Just open the main piece.
Okay, as of right now, I don't know if I have it. It might be the sunflower one, which I already have, I think.
Just
I think it is.
Open it.
I think it's that one right there.
Open it.
I think I already got this one.
What are you going to do, donate to charity?
Hell no.
Kimball's like, I'll just put it in another room in the house.
Yep.
Oh, God, Kimball. Yes, you can hear us.
You're so loud.
You already have her. Moving on. That was such a disappointment.
Well, now I can put it downstairs in the really gay bathroom.
If you guys saw last week's episode, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
You're just going to start collecting a bunch of duplicates so you can have them all over the house so you can be happy anywhere you go?
There's nothing wrong with that. Look at the preciousness.
If I could do voiceover for her, I would, but I can't think of anything.
That wasn't me.
All right. What are you doing tonight?
Tonight, we are going to be coloring in a Camilla coloring book. I'm going to be using watercolors. Probably Jane Davenport.
So it goes faster?
Well, I've been wanting to do it, but yes, because colored pencils take forever. But I will probably add colored pencils in too to oomph it up a bit. But we are going to be coloring in this one.
Okay.
It's just the Pop Manga coloring book by Camilla.
Got it.
And we're going to break that spine.
Which page? This one right here?
This one with all the butterfly wings.
Is that how you're feeling right now because you didn't get the one you wanted?
No. I told you, I'm going to be happy with them anyway because they're really
Oh my God, Kimball, I am so proud of you. High five for positive life affirmations. Okay. I can't wait to put this up on the thing so I can eat my delicious dessert.
You're disgusting and nobody wants to watch you.
Okay.
Real quick, I got to show... said I would show mermaid stuff. I only did one piece this week. I've been very busy doing nothing. So, I did that one. So that's what we did.
Oh, cute. She looks like she's happy to be here.
The thing I hate about it is I was gonna draw hair right there, but then I didn't like it. But now there's like, it looks like scribble marks. So that's why we are gonna scan that one and just digitally correct that.
At some point when you're 80 and have nothing better to do.
I feel 80.
Okay.
I guess I could show, I mean, I did this one. This was my test piece with watercolors, which also kind of like ties into Mermaid, but
Doesn't.
yeah, whatever. She's an octave head. So this one, I'm thinking we're going to do lots of blues and pinks and yellows for the little things, like kind of keep it pastelish.
That's delicious.
Originally, I was going to do them all as monarch butterflies, but they aren't. As I was looking closer, I'm like, there's moths and butterfly wings, and there's just a lot going on.
Did you have to actually look up like what they were?
No, because I wouldn't know where to start.
Oh.
So yes, we're just going to go with pastel pretty colors. And then I thought those colors would look nice because her face will be kind of like the orangey peaches. So that would like contrast nicely. And then for the background, I might go, I kind of want to go orange, but like, it's not going to really make sense.
I think you should do whatever makes you happy inside.
Thank you. I cherish that thought from you.
Okay.
Okay, so I do have my Jane Davenport watercolors, but I don't know if I'm going to use these ones because I was going to use orange from that because it's like the most gorgeous orange ever. I also have Koh-i-Noor. Yes, I actually had to go back and look at my videos to find out what this set was. So I have Koh-i-Noor as well.
Oh, is that the one you couldn't figure out on the other live stream you were doing?
Yeah.
So that's Koh-i-Noor from, are they from Czech Republic?
I think they're, yeah. From,
okay.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use them, but maybe.
Who knows what you're going to do?
Who
knows? What we do know is we need to get it up there so I can get to my delicious
All right, Rocky.
chia seed pudding dessert made with coconut cream and oat milk. Okay, sorry, are you ready? Okay.
Yes. Can you get it up?
Oh, I don't know. Here, hold the thing for me.
Oh my god, inappropriate.
Okay, great.
Oh, it's stuck. All right, are we right side up?
I gotta raise it up.
Oh my god. You can find some interest there, Debbie.
Yeah, I just need to make sure we zoom way in because, again, everything we see on the actual screen is much further away in reality, so how's that? Let's see.
I don't know, you're very...
You just do you, boo.
You know,
I'm going to put these headphones on and make sure people can actually hear us.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm going to need my little Mr. Goddess Sprister. This is just water in a little bottle. I'm going to wet it. Actually, I'm going to get my watercolors activated. I really don't know which ones I'm going to be using.
Trisha says, "Aw, she's sad."
She'll get over it. I mean, maybe she just got like a really bad haircut, so she's hiding it under her like butterfly scarf thing. Her butterfly wrap. Butterfly kisses.
I wasn't listening to anything you said until you said butterfly kisses because I was trying to make sure the live stream was working, but I'm happy with whatever you just said.
I mean, that is our day-to-day.
Okay.
That is nothing new.
Can I eat my dessert now? Is that fine?
You got free hands.
Perfect.
Okay, so gonna mystify. We don't really care where the colors spread to. It doesn't matter.
Mystify everyone watching.
We're gonna we're hoping for the best. If it doesn't turn out, who cares?
Cry about it.
I probably will off camera.
You strategically chose one where someone's crying just in case it doesn't work out, and you could be like, "See, this is what I was going for."
Yes.
And then it'll pan up to you, and you'll have actual tears in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna mix up my pudding. It sounds like this.
Nasty.
That sounds not appropriate. Sorry. I know this is a family channel, but...
Yeah, you nasty. We don't really care about going out of lines either, by the way. Ooh, I love the neon colors that it creates. Give that a rinse.
You want a bite?
You're disgusting.
Kimball, just have a bite.
No, I'm really busy.
Kimball, just a quick bite. Come on.
If that falls on my page,
It won't. Here, just have a bite.
Murder in my eyes right now. Murder. Murder on the dance floor. All right. Sell it to me, Rocky.
Yummy. Trisha's having a lime cheesecake for her pudding. Yummy.
Because she knows what's delicious.
I mean, I would have that too if I was on a, no wheat diet.
Well, when you say
you guys, Kimball and I have been really good with our diet. I was like, where's this going? We've been really good about not having a lot of things in our diet. So we're just eating, like, trying to eat healthier things and, like, whole foods and things like that. And I actually feel way better, personally. But we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying because I do feel better, but, like, I want...
You want some bread?
Not bread, really. I just want my pastries.
Well, I think you can make exceptions. Today we went to, what was it called? The Mercado?
Mayfair Mercado.
Mayfair Mercado, which is in London. And it's, I don't even know where. It's like near...
It's just north of, it's right outside of Hyde Park.
Yeah, but it's basically, it used to be an old church, and they commissioned it now as all these little individual vendors around the outside of like where the pews would have been. And so you can go in and get like fresh pasta or like independent coffee place, or they had like a grass-fed beef place, which was, oh my God.
So good.
Sorry if there's any vegetarians, but oh my God, their beef was so delicious. And they make their own bread there. It's like this really thin like flat bread that they just make. Anyway, absolutely stunning. And then they just had a bunch of cool places, and it's all sustainably sourced stuff and supports the community, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's what their marketing says anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so interesting to sit in the middle of like what used to be a big church, and where the organ used to sit, they turned it into like a giant bar.
Appropriate.
So I'm sure the Lord approves. But anyway, yeah, so we really loved it there. And then we just walked around. I think we did like, how many thousand? We did like 17,000 steps or something?
I don't know. If I wasn't like really busy with my life, I would look.
Exactly. But it was a gorgeous day in London today. And across the UK, probably. That's all I got.
Gorgeous colors.
The other really exciting thing we tried to do was find fresh turmeric today.
Is that exciting?
Like whole turmeric, not the powdered turmeric, but like actual root. And apparently one of the stores here in England is called Waitrose. They carry it, but they were out, so we didn't get it. I just got the powdered stuff for now.
I feel like it's seasonal and they just don't have it in stock.
I want it.
I'm gonna just take off some of these puddles. Dab off just a little bit. Don't want to take off the color completely. This does lift, like the watercolors lift pretty easily off of this when they're still wet, so you know, that's good and bad depending on what you're trying to do. Have a sip of coffee while I'm waiting.
Kimball, how are you feeling about YouTube lately?
Yeah, fine. Like being on YouTube or watching YouTube?
I don't know.
Yeah, fine.
When I say YouTube, what does it make you think of?
I don't know. Being on it, how it works, watching other people. All good, I guess. How's that?
Sorry, I can't talk to you because I'm eating my delicious dessert.
Oh. Nasty.
When we first moved here, and everyone kept saying, for pudding today, I'm having this, I was like, wow, they love their pudding here.
Right, because in the U.S., pudding is basically like a custard.
Yeah, so it's like...
Like you get chocolate pudding, vanilla
we're
pudding.
eating pudding basically all the time. It makes sense.
We learned. All right, maybe I'll do her face before I do all the shading. So let's mix up a skin tone. Here's like leftovers of a skin tone. Let's add in some pink.
I think the two weirdest things that I can't get used to about things people say here is pudding, and also instead of saying, I'm going to put that on your calendar, they'll say, I'll put that on your diary. And I'm like, a diary to us in the US is like a very personal thing.
Journal. It's
a journal, basically. No one, it's like, it has a lock on it. No one reads it. So the first time someone was like, I'm gonna check your diary, I was like, what?
I'm gonna see what you're up to.
I was like, first of all, I haven't kept one since 1998, but still.
You never know. All right, that looks fine. I don't really have, oh, let's test it on here. Testing colors, probably good enough.
Oh, Coloring View says, hey, Kimball's Corner, thumbs up and shared.
Hi, oh my God, thank you, and I appreciate that greatly. Laying in.
Also, for everyone who like repeatedly comes back for these live streams and supports Kimball, I love you.
Thank you, I appreciate you. And yeah, this isn't watercolor, by the way, or watercolor paper, so don't expect
Any minute now, it's gonna just poof into dust.
I just mean it's not gonna like spread and, you know, be pretty. You're gonna get some streaks. You can work it, but
you better work.
Watercolor girl. All right, we'll try and dry that off.
You guys, so Okay.
Sounds serious.
In other YouTube news, so as everyone knows, Kimball and I have another channel called Rocky and Kimball. And it's been going well. Like, you know, we're getting a couple hundred views for every video, and like a couple got like up to like almost like 4,000 for one of them.
And then Rocky got his tatas out.
So then on one of the episodes, Kimball was like trying to convince me, he's like, just take your top off for one of the thumbnails or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll put a poll out there, and I'll do a poll and ask like what thumbnail people want. So I included one with my top off. Go ahead.
Real quick, I'm just going to add a little bit of purple to the skin tone that I already created to make a shadow color.
Perfect. Well done. So anyway, people overwhelmingly chose the topless picture. Well, there was also one of me and some pigs, whatever. So I used that one, and I just put day in the life, right? The video before 1 week was done had done better than any of our videos had done in months. We got 117 subscribers to date from that one video, which is great, because usually it's like 10 subscribers per video, maybe. So anyway, we're just... Now Kimball and I are like, in order to get people to watch these videos, do I have to be topless? And I'm like, how, like, what?
Just gonna have to show them what I get to see every day.
It's like, I don't want to do it, but it's like, I put so much work in these videos, and if it gets people to subscribe to the channel and like the content and see it ultimately, I'm like, do I just need to be like a whore?
Yes.
Anyway. Sadie's like, well, you know what you gotta do. I mean, it's fine. It's just like, really? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. I won't get into it.
Lure them in with a thirst
I'm fine.
trap.
I understand. Like, when I see topless people in thumbnails, I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're like.
I'm always like, this is a thirst trap. Click. And then I'm right, but I don't care. All right, dry that. We'll do another layer.
But we're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm so happy about. I think we have like 640 or something. So once we get there, I'll be a lot happier, because then we can like, you know, monetize the channel and just help a little bit with like the income and stuff like that too, which will be lovely. And then, you know, when I count how many hours I work on the videos and how much I'm making, I'll be like, I'm making a whole $1 an hour.
If that.
But still.
Has anybody else used watercolors in a coloring book? This was new to me, so I didn't know if it was really going to work. So I'm glad it is.
Yeah.
What do you... Yeah, you just sit over there.
I'm hearing an ice cream truck. Do you hear it?
Yeah. Well, you just sit over there and eat your pud. All right, I'm going to switch brushes to like a slightly smaller one.
Trish is like, you'll probably hit 5,000 this week.
That would be amazing. Incredible.
She's all, I was shocked, Rocky, but sex sells.
Truth. It's no secret that sex does sell.
I just honestly don't think it's all that. Like, I don't think my body's all that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not like trying to be self-deprecating. I'm just like a skinny dude. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. But
you're not really a skinny dude. You were when you were a kid, but now you kind of like beefed out.
I still see myself as the same way, apparently.
Well, I know. That's why I'm saying like. It's just that's how you see yourself, because that's how you've always seen yourself.
I guess, you know, there's something for everybody. It's just funny because I feel like, I don't know, for a lot of people that I know, it's like they're attracted to the opposite of whatever their body type is.
Yeah? You calling me fat?
No. No, what are you talking about?
You're like, I'm just so skinny! But I'm attracted to the opposite. No, I'm teasing. Ugh. All right, so we've got a little bit going on there. I might do, like, I don't know, but maybe I will do a little bit with watercolor on her face. Let's see. It's like, I want a lippy color, but I don't want it to be, like, straight up pink. It's going to be quite vibrant, but on her lips it won't be too much, because it's going to blend in with that skin tone.
What's happening? What else is going on? We talked about how you help build cabinets, right?
Yes, last week, I believe.
I can't show them because they're on my phone. Sad moments.
The dilemma. Oh, I don't want it to pick up the color. It's picking up the background color.
Don't do it.
Try and drop that back in. Urgh. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just done it with water or with colored pencil.
Now you know. This is not watercolor, people, Kimball.
Nailed it. That's way too much water.
Do you want a paper towel or?
Well, I did, but then I just was like, I'll use my brush.
I'll get you a fresh one just in case there's an emergency. I see you panicking over there.
No, it wasn't a panic. It was a... Oh!
It's okay to panic, Kimball. You can have a panic attack.
I wouldn't.
When was like the most panicky that you felt recently? Aside from we're parking somewhere. Kimball gets panic attack every time we have to park somewhere, especially for traveling.
It's only like in foreign countries because it's completely different than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the inconvenient person.
Oh my God, calm down. We don't really, but when people are inconvenient, like in front of us, do we really get that
Absolutely
impatient?
irate. Get out of my way. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but see, I'm like an understanding person. You just never want to cross the wrong person.
So as we're driving through the countryside today on the way to London, we passed probably 15 or 16 cars that were all these old classic cars, clearly on their way to some convention or something, or like car show. They were so pretty, some of the cars.
What about the other ones that weren't so pretty?
No.
Trash.
No, not those.
All right, let's dry this mess. I kind of made a mess of our nose, but I think I can clean it up with colored pencil. I guess I don't really have to dry it too much because I can start shading in the butterfly. Butterfly kisses.
Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high.
It's in a book. So
Take a look. It's in a book, Kimball.
I'm sorry I wasn't as big of a nerd as you
Get
were.
it right.
No.
But don't take my word for it.
No, my God. Let's make this purpley. Maybe a dark purpley. How dark did we go? That's probably fine.
Did anyone on this that's watching right now watch Reading Rainbow or know about it?
With
LeVar Burton.
yeah.
Is it LeVar or Lamar? LeVar? Lamar. I don't know, whatever.
Oh yes, both.
Geordie LaForge. Did you guys watch the show with Geordie LaForge?
Star Trek. Well, Star Wars just upsets some
God.
people.
Patrick Stewart released his memoir. Can you guess what it was called?
Something about engage.
Close. Give it one more chance, Kimball. It's not engage. You can do this.
I feel like I knew it at one point.
Making it so.
Yep.
Making it so. I love him.
Do ya?
During the pandemic, he did this series. He just started reading Psalm, or what was it? Like poems, basically, and they blew up.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, so he would just sit down and read a new poem every day. They weren't poems. They were called something else, but whatever.
We'll say soliloquy.
They were short poems.
Good story. No, I like that.
That's all I got. Sorry, I'm just focusing on eating my delicious chia seed dessert.
Nobody wants to hear about your chia nest.
Although I made a batch last week and I was at work a bunch and forgot to eat it. And I opened it up a couple days ago and was finishing it off and I was like, it smells a little like alcohol.
So gross.
And then I read about it and it's like, eating fermented chia seeds is actually really beneficial and it helps with the the absorption and cancels anti-nutrients, whatever the hell those are. Because even healthy food has anti-nutrients, apparently. I'm like, what is this, dark matter?
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I ate it, and I'm sure I'm a lot healthier now.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to live to be at least, 140.
Do you want to, though?
I'm putting it out there, Kimball. We're going to live to be the oldest people ever.
Not me.
Both of us.
Do you see
And then one day we're just going to look at each other and be, super crusty. We can barely turn our necks, and we're just be like, it's time.
It'd be like death becomes
It's time.
Like, do you remember where you parked the car?
Now a warning.
Be good to yourself. That was a good movie. That's another one we need to watch. I remember as a kid, and my mom was like, yeah, that's... Oh my god, what's the guy's name?
Bruce Willis?
Yes, I'm John McClane. I was like, that's him? And she started laughing because I just knew him as John McClane. And
Do you think that Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
I don't care.
The most important thing about Die Hard is it has the dad from Family Matters in it.
Does it?
He's the cop.
Yeah, I haven't.
In Chicago.
I feel like I
right?
watched it when it came out, and that was it. Because, not really my kind of movie.
I was like, wait, time out. Did Family Matters have a crossover into a movie? Is it the same character? Anyway.
Maybe.
People are like, what the hell are you talking about?
This is why people stop watching.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
We should just sit in silence.
Enjoy the silence. I think it's weird that some people do. They're like, no talking, just me painting. Enjoy.
That's fine. Some people like that.
Well, I know, but I think it's weird that
Some people find you annoying, Kimball.
Oh, I know that's true. They've told me.
I was joking, but
no, they've told me before, and I'm all like, you can watch something else.
Put it on mute.
I'm like, go someplace else.
Do you get offended?
No, but I just don't understand why, like, you're annoying, but I'm watching you. I'm like, what? Why?
They just wish you were less annoying, Kimball. Okay,
Oh.
Why can't you be less annoying?
I can only be who I am, and nobody else, because that is too much work.
I honestly can't imagine watching someone's video and then like taking the time to tell them what I didn't like about it. Like, why do they care? They're probably making exactly what they want, right? So like, why would I offer anything like that? Just don't say anything. Move on. Don't subscribe. Next. There's only 1 billion videos and channels that you can subscribe to on here.
Only 1 billion?
Although I will say, I actually really like it when people have nasty comments to say, because I immediately make it my mission to like be really nice to them and get them to subscribe to the channel. I've been successful twice where they had like nothing but nastiness to say as the first comment. I was like, oh, thanks so much for like watching and taking the time to chat with us. And I understand it's not for you. Totally get it. Blah, blah, blah. I hope you have a beautiful week and like find, like what you're looking for. And then like they'll subscribe.
We don't know why.
I mean, whatever.
All right, so just want to come in and add little bits of random color because there's so many shapes. And since purple and yellow are complements, let's mix those up a bit.
Trisha says silence does not work for her.
Yeah, I think it's just weird.
I like watching other people's vlogs where they're talking about their lives and like I don't know, just like saying their opinions about things. It feels like I'm just hanging out with someone.
Yeah, I like that more. Like, even if it's not alive, it's still nice to just chitty McChat.
Plus, it's like you can't argue because you're not really there.
That's true.
I also like watching people doing home renovations. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like the way they do things, but it's like,
why are you making that?
They're all like
mistake?
still in the process of learning and like trying to figure out mistakes. But it's like so many of the things they're doing, Kimmel and I have done, and I'm like, I know a better way. Don't do it. But then I watch them do it anyway, and then they learn and do it better next time sometimes.
And that's all we can ask. Learn from mistakes.
Which is funny. But it's all part of being human.
Isn't it?
It's fun to fail. Let's write a book, Kimmel. It's called It's Fun to Fail.
Oh
It'll be for
God.
children. Would you guys buy that?
I mean, I kind of would. I'd just be like, what is this book possibly going to be about?
I just think there's way too much of a negative connotation on failing. When in actuality, you have to. Like, you have to fail. I mean, you don't have to, I guess, but like, life would be so boring if you never failed.
I mean, I don't know if I'd complain if I never failed at things that I tried, but at the same time, I feel like if that's the case, you're only trying things you're good at.
If all you ate was sweet foods, you'd get sick of it.
Shut your mouth.
I just picture like a slap out of nowhere.
I mean, if I wasn't painting.
Trisha says, put me down for a copy. It's fun to fail.
You too can fail.
I'm trying to think of what the cover would be. Someone hammering their own thumb.
Oh, God.
Smiling with tears in their eyes.
Oh.
Or like jumping on a trampoline but like missing it and they're like half off.
Remember when I was jumping on the trampoline in was it? No, I can't say. I guess I can, right?
What?
When the little girl started crying. When
In
I started,
Nice?
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Well, I remember because the video just came out. I get lost when I do the subtitles. I'm like,
Spoilers, we went to Nice. If you haven't watched the newest episode, we try to like keep it hidden up the whole time. Not very well, but yeah, we went to Nice basically in March.
it was fun.
And we're going to have like 4 or 5 videos coming out of that, depending on what people want to do. Oh, actually, I need your help, guys. So I put a poll on the community channel, but I'm just curious. So I'm making this episode for Nice, and it's basically exploring the old town, okay? And it's definitely the longest episode I've ever edited. It's going to be over an hour. And I was like, I don't know if people want to sit and watch an hour-long vlog. So would you prefer, in your opinion, in your behavior and how you like YouTube, would you rather watch 2 30-minute videos that are like kind of split up, Or would you rather have one longer video that covers everything? Let us know in the comments.
I mean...
And if you have no interest in watching it, never mind.
Well, I mean, they could just say if they like long-form videos. Of course, you know, if you're here watching this, I tend to be taking my sweet time.
God, Kimmel.
Oh my gosh, like, Campbell, paint forever. Well, it's fun.
Trisha's all community channel. Yeah, so on each channel that if you have a YouTube channel, there's a community section and you can leave comments, kind of like posts on Facebook. And you can engage with your community. And so that's where I did like the poll for the thumbnail and like I went on and like thanked everyone for voting for things like that. So you can just like talk to people who are subscribed to you basically and it will show up in their feed.
All right, I think we're done with that portion of today's coloring.
What now?
Might go around the background later. I'm gonna pull out the colored pencils.
Oh my god.
See if I can fix her hideous face.
Imagine how long that would have taken with colored pencils.
Yeah. I was gonna lay it down with markers first, but I don't. It's gonna bleed through, and I can't find like a picture on the backside that I don't care if it gets ruined.
I feel like markers are gonna ruin that paper.
No, they won't.
They won't? Going back and forth on them?
Alcohol markers, because it's alcohol, it doesn't really react. If they were water-based markers, they would trash the paper.
Oh.
But alcohol, it would bleed through, and it would ruin this picture. And possibly that. Well, I'd put a protection up, but...
She looks like she's wrinkly over there on the backside.
Her?
Someone.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're wrinkles. It'll buckle, but then I'll just put books on it, and it'll flatten out. It'll be fine.
Okay, Kimball, what else would you like to talk about?
I'd like to talk about Madeline Ashton.
Oh my god.
And if you haven't seen Death Becomes Her, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Is this where we're at, Helen? Huh?
I wonder how much of what we say every day is based on a movie quote. I would say at least like 5% of what we say on a daily basis is a quote from a movie.
Okay. Didn't you pull out, like, a thing for me to be ready? Like a paper towel?
Yeah, I put it right there. It's under... You put a bunch of stuff on top of it.
Well, way to put it in my spot.
You guys, look, I just made a square knot. Are you proud of me, Boy Scouts?
Can you do something else?
Okay, sorry. It's from my... when I got my Apple computer, that's what their cord is made of. It's like some paper... It's made of paper, but it's like string. Anyway, moving on. We're done with that.
No, that was like a really good story. Tell me more.
I was going to make you a friendship bracelet, but I don't feel like being your friend.
That's fine. Let's work on her hideous face first.
Oh my god, there's some new stuff that we're working on, some new innovation products, and the tops of them, it's like a squirt...
Oh my.
Curry, whatever.
A squirt curry.
It looks like this.
That
is the
sounds
lid.
like my morning business.
The lid looks like an Elmer's glue jar, and I was like, that is so appetizing. I just want to squirt that all over my food.
Yeah, babe.
Anyway.
Who wouldn't want to have a nice squirt on their food?
What is happening?
It's not my product. Gosh, how are they going to sell
Word
it?
on something.
Do I want to amp up the purple in her face? Maybe a little bit, because that's who I am. I'm going to end up just doing the whole thing colored pencils anyway. Nah. The thing I don't love is that it's so wrinkly now.
Are we talking about the painting still?
Yeah. That, like, the colored pencils, it's hard to lay them down evenly. But I am adding some other color to her skin tone just because it was very much like one skin tone kind of thing happening.
Right.
Right, so we're just gonna add some color to her. Make her look a little more exciting.
Anyway, we've talked enough. What is happening with y'all?
You sound kind of accusatory, like, what's wrong
What
with you?
did you do? Anything fun this week? Is anyone working on artwork? Is anyone eating dessert? Aside from Trisha.
That looks nice. That pink went down really nice. Probably bring it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new 17 music video came out.
Nothing better.
It's it's a very beautiful video. It does have like mermaid vibes to me, like
It's
some of it.
based on tarot cards. So if you were into tarot cards, go look it up. It's called, what is it called?
Spell
Spell.
well, it'll probably be Spell by 17, I guess.
And it basically, I don't even know how they did it, but they set up all these different scenes, and then they have like all these different tarot cards where like the singers are in the tarot card scenes in live action. It's so interesting.
It's very pretty. It's some of it I'm like, nah, I don't care for it, but I would say like 90% of it I think is just stunning. Like
Dude.
the stylist, excellent. Did a fantastic job.
Trisha says, I bought a mini hedge trimmer and it's so cute.
Oh, that's fun.
Does it sound cute too? Is it like...
I mean, I'm kind of glad we don't have a yard because I don't want to take care of one, but
Don't do it.
did enough of that as a child.
Our the place we live in is a parking lot, and the neighbors today brought all their like lawn furniture out into the parking lot. We're sitting there just like with a boombox, like listening to music and chilling. I was like, "That's what's up."
I was like, okay. Hi, Nabes. You do you. Let's try.
Nothing's gonna stop them from having a good time.
I'll call the cops.
And then I was trying to do a voiceover of a dog with a leash in his mouth, and I had to shut the window.
As one does. Oh my god. It's so funny how people would call the cops on like ridiculous things like that. I'm like, just go talk to your neighbors if it actually.
Oh my gosh, we lived in Portland once. Speaking of wanting to call the cops, we lived in Portland in this apartment complex once.
Just once.
Off 82nd and Sandy Boulevard.
Oh my god.
And we had there were these really interesting lesbians that lived below us.
They were loud.
Or above us, I can't remember.
Below.
And they used to get into the loudest screaming matches. Like you felt like they were gonna like have a domestic, and then like suddenly they'd be like getting it on.
The craziest, loudest lesbian
Like,
sex you've ever heard.
I was like, is this all part of like the fantasy? Like I don't know what's happening, but it was like every other night.
I was like, is that what they have to do to have a good time?
I don't know.
Like, does that get you in the mood?
I just remember thinking, Kimball, are we boring?
Yeah, I'm fine if that's the case. Like, oh my god. No, thank you.
I wonder if they're still together. Do you think they are?
No. I mean,
I hope they are.
They broke up like 10 times, and we lived there only for like a year.
Trisha says, I got a delivery today and thought it was a garden tool. Oh, wait. I have to get closer because they're so far away.
Because your eyes aren't what they used to be.
I got a delivery today and I thought it was a garden tool, tidy, so I dragged it into the greenhouse. It was really heavy. Turns out it's a big bag of compost in a box. Oh, fun!
Oh, dragging turds around, are we? Those.
Oh, she probably meant tiny, not tidy. Got it.
Ah, okay, well, that's better. I'm just going to add some more pink all over the place, because that's the vibe we're having now.
What's in my drawer? Nothing entertaining.
This looks strange down here.
This is what we used to shoot the vlogs on. And the really weird thing is I feel like, or like these live streams, I feel like the iPhone does a better job.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Well.
I mean, it's not really sad. It's just like...
It is what it is, yard.
Whatever.
I feel like I basically used the watercolors as like a mid-tone. And now I'm going in and adding like shadows and just like a little bit of highlight. I feel like your face is flat somehow. I don't know. We'll figure that out later.
That's for future you.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
When you add your pops of crazy neon colors, that'll help.
Just add a touch of this. Kind of darken it up a little bit.
I feel like this could be an outfit for Eurovision.
Possibly. I wouldn't know. I definitely should pull out a blue.
What is happening? I just looked over at Top Stories and it says helicopter carrying Iran's president
I know.
Raisi crashes, search underway. What?
Yeah. The news lately. Don't even know what's going on. Like, the world needs to really calm down. Everyone just take a breather.
Nothing but happy news over there at Top Stories.
It's a nice good match. Where's like a pretty peachy color? I feel like I want to add some peachy into this. Why not? We're going to keep it very soft and pretty.
It suddenly feels like summer.
Does it?
Or spring.
Does it?
Kimball and I were walking through Hyde Park today, and Kimball, the minute we got out of the car, he was like, "Oh, there's something in my throat," and he was like almost gag coughing.
Oh my
it was
God,
so bad.
it was awful.
And then he kept getting things in his eyes. He's like, "My eyes, there's something in my eye." So then we left the park. He was fine, and then we got back to the park maybe 3 hours later or something. He's like, "There's something in my eye," like over and over again.
Constantly.
I was like, and he's like, "I think I have allergies." He's never had them before, but it was like a very high pollen count today in the park, so I'm sure.
Yeah, don't recommend allergies, okay? If you can avoid them.
I used to have them really bad in my 20s, and they've kind of gone away. I get them a little bit during the season, but not anything like I used to.
Never had anything to do with allergies ever, and now I hate them.
Well, you know what happens as you get older? Nothing but good things, okay?
Ugh,
Nothing but good things, Kimball, for your body.
Absolute trash.
Trisha says, "I love the bit in the vlog where you were testing the new mics. So funny."
Oh my God.
You guys, there's so much footage because we have these mics now that basically, they're right here. I'll just show you because everyone likes a visual.
I know I do.
There's this company called DJI that has, they have basically a bunch of stuff. They have like cameras and gimbals and audio systems, whatever. This is their newest audio system, and it basically comes in this thing. And so inside you have 2 mics and a little receiver that goes right into your phone or whatever camera you have. So if you've watched the vlog already, I'm sorry we're repeating ourselves, but this is Kimball's mic. Okay, so it said DJI on the front. Okay, so this is the back side. We don't like the fact that it said DJI, so on the front we put some washi tape and a little coffee cup for Kimball's.
It makes sense.
And then on mine... But basically, it's funny because Kimball could be like 50 yards away, and I'm trying to film something pretty like a building facade or like, I don't know, a dog walking by. And Kimball will just be giving random commentary on something else. I can't even hear what he's saying. So I have to do an entire segment of just like random clips with Kimball talking over them because, oh my God, on some of the stuff he's saying.
I love it. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Oh my God.
When we did extra work in Los Angeles, forever ago, a lot of times they're like, you don't need to actually have conversation, just say words. And so a lot of like the main words was like peas and carrots, watermelon, peas and carrots. And I was like, that's really what people are saying when you're watching?
That's acting.
That's right. Just move your mouth. But they didn't want us to like actually like mouth something. They wanted us to actually say words so it didn't look fake. So, said peas and carrots a lot that year.
By the way, funny thing that we noticed while we were traveling, whenever we wore those mics on the front of us, and they're kind of obvious because they have a little like wind guard on them, so they look, like little professional mics whatever, they look like mics. People were like nicer to us at retail environments, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just assumed we were influencers or something. I have no idea what they thought, but I felt like people were like 10 or 15% nicer.
I'm like, I can't even influence your breakfast, so... I'm like, Rocky, I'll make you something delicious. He's like, no, you won't. I got this. And I'm all like, fine, whatever. Or,
when have I ever rejected a breakfast from you?
I don't know. Today I was like, you want a yogurt bowl? You're like, I'll come down and make something.
Oh, for dinner?
Well, for food.
Yeah, I don't need a yogurt bowl for dinner. I'm good. Thanks,
So the man who ate a pile of pudding.
Well, that was after I had eggs and kimchi and avocado, and what did I have? What else? Oh, a cucumber.
I don't know your life story. May as well add in some other colors while we're going around.
My God, I ate the hardest avocado today. It felt squishy on the outside, and then I cut into it, and the seed, I tried to do the thing where you like hit the seed with the knife and like twist it out, and it was like, nope, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to break into 1,000 pieces.
Well, that's really sad.
Anyway, and then I was trying to like cut it up and like smush it up with my fork. Might as well put it in a blender. That was the end. That was all I got. Sorry.
No, that was a really good story. No, I was captivated.
Sometimes I wait for like the audience laughter and there's nothing. It's just like sad moments.
Oh my God, we need to get like a track laugh thing. You know what I'm talking about.
So we could be like a sitcom.
Yeah.
I have sound
really
effects on my computer for like booing, and I have a couple for cheering, but I feel like the booing probably would make it in more.
Like to my lives, because that's rude.
Oh, no, just to our actual...
I feel like the booing would really take off on your channel. Your channel could use a little extra booing every now and then.
What's that movie where she's like, I hate my smile? And he's like, so stop smiling. What is that
Will
from?
and Grace.
Oh, right. Okay.
What movie?
Because they're like competing with each other for the same guy.
Yeah. Mykonos.
Speaking of, you were in the latest episode, you were talking about how it looks really... I was like, oh, it looks misty off there in the distance. You're like, it's that haze. And I was all, Sean, haze. So I got a picture of him doing just Jack from Will and Grace.
Oh my God.
And I have him like appearing in the clouds.
We think we're
That's
funny.
how I spend my time.
And it's like so much time.
Okay, I can't spend any time with you, Kimball. I've got to put Sean Hayes in the clouds.
That's true. That's fine. That gives me time to, have some quiet time.
Well, you've had a lot lately.
Until you start recording your little voiceovers. You're like, yeah, I'm like, what? And I'm all, what? Because I think you're actually trying to talk to me, but you're not talking to me.
I'm all, shut up, I'm doing voiceover.
I laugh to not cry. That's not true. When was the last time you cried?
Me?
Yeah.
A
real guttural, gut-wrenching cry.
I feel like the last time I cried was probably like feeling grateful crying. It wasn't like sad crying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was probably driving to work or something one day listening to some music, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm so grateful.
That seems safe.
Yeah.
Let's have a breakdown in the car.
And get misty eyes while there's a tractor going by.
I mean, why not? There are worse things you could do.
Like when my grandma passed away, maybe I cried.
Did you?
I think so. I wasn't really sad. I mean, I was sad, don't get me wrong. I just felt like...
I mean, she made it very clear that she wanted to go. So it was kind of like...
And she had almost passed away 2 years before that, and like I spent a ton of time with her during that time, so I don't know, I felt like...
You were kind of mentally prepared for it.
Yeah, and she basically told me at that time, 2 years prior, she's like, I just want 2 years more. And then she basically, after 2 years, was like, okay, that was it.
Yeah. She's like, we're done here. And then she went.
Anyway. But I think I might have shed a tear.
A tear or two.
I'm just not very sentimental, y'all.
Well, sentimental is when you think about something from the past, right? Are you dead inside?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
I was looking over at the tiny thumbnail of what you're doing, and I was making sure that it looked good.
Well, that's good. And does it look good, or?
You know what I've realized on Facebook? When you're scrolling, you get a lot of ads on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I slow down specifically when there's like guys in short shorts advertising.
You get more of that.
Right. So, and then like the next ad is the same thing. So I stop and wait on it for like 5 seconds, and I keep scrolling. And so now all my advertising is just like hot guy legs.
Mine's full of home decor.
Home decor. Okay.
Well, it was hot guy stuff until I started looking for sheets. Yeah, because like, what was like Temu? They're like, here's some weird see-through underwear that has multiple straps and buttons. I'm like, what is this? Looks like a trap.
It's made of healthy, sustainable materials, Kimball.
Oh, okay.
Does your cup bleed?
Yeah, it's because I put like 20 ice cubes in it. Oh, we love that. We love that. Let's get this out.
Talk us through the art, Kimball. What else is happening with that?
I don't know. This is on its way out, though. I can tell it's either starting to die. I don't know. It's getting a little scary to use sometimes.
It's getting verklempt. What's scary about it? Is it just like blurred out a bunch?
Well, it's like...
Or it doesn't like do solid streams?
Sometimes it does like a blob. Like when I just opened it, it had a big glob of paint around the bottom of it.
Oh my gosh.
I tell ya. I don't know what I want to do for the background. Should I leave it white or should I do like a dark color? Maybe I'll just highlight it with like neon pink. Why not? Should I do neon yellow with it? Why not? This is happening. I talked myself into it.
Get crazy, Kimball.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Come on, all you Hog fans. Come on, all you Hog... Oh my god, I need to watch the Buffy movie before they take it off of whatever it's streaming on right now. Although I own the movie, so I can just watch it whenever, but...
But it's on DVD. Who wants that? No one.
No one. Like...
I don't want to get off the sofa and have to like, oh my god, like open the case, pull DVD out, stick it in unit.
Right, like I am paying for streaming. we'll do that, and we'll kind of fade it out, and we'll come in with the yellow. Do I want it to be yellow, or do I want it to just be orange? Maybe I'll keep it orange. We'll let it fade just a little bit of yellow, and we'll come right back into pink.
Oh my god, the more I'm watching back this like footage from being in Nice, I'm like, I want to move there so bad. It's so gorgeous there.
Yes, it was very beautiful. It was really like one of the first coastal places I've gone to where I'm like, yeah, I could live here.
Totally. I mean, the water was, oh my god, so beautiful. Well, and the sound of the ocean there is so different.
I think the fact that it has mountains and ocean, you know, like it's a very...
And it feels like...
landscape is what I love.
It feels like parts of Paris, kind of. In some parts, beautiful parks.
Also a little Italy coming in. Also, you're so close to Italy. You need to take the train.
We're going to move to Nice now. That's what we're going to do, guys.
That sounds good.
I don't know what we're going to do when we get there. We don't have jobs there, but, you know.
If we just start thinking
We'll just sit on the beach all day, not buying anything because we have no money.
I was pressing too hard. Oh, look, it made a skabooch.
Oh, not a skabooch. I hate a skaboochie.
We don't like that right there. But...
just do a bunch now. You have to do them all over the place.
Well, the tip is broken. Oh, get off. I'm trashing you, you little whore. Gotcha.
That's the trouble with vacationing, right? Like, you get done, you're like, I don't want to go back to work. I want to move there. I hate my life.
I mean, I don't feel like that.
No, but...
because it don't work. What?
What?
Watch.
I have to sneeze, and I'm trying not to sneeze, because it's going to be loud.
We have been sneezing...
Ricochet that.
We've been sneezing so much today.
Excuse me.
Is anybody else a fan of neon colors? I love them. Sometimes I totally overdo it. I don't care. I mean, I don't really overdo it. But I think they create such a great pop of color.
Trisha says, did you check out the property prices in Nice? We sure did, and we can definitely afford...
some of it.
A closet.
No. There are properties we can't afford there. Not like in the heart of Nice, but just on the outskirts of the old town, which I'm fine with. Because the old town, I'm sure, gets very, very touristy.
Also, I don't think we'd want to live there anyway. Is it in Newtown?
Yeah, they were more so over there. It was kind of like where we went to the art place where Pinata was.
Oh, totally. That was a cooler area anyway. Like,
right.
As far as if you want to live somewhere.
Right, and it was, yeah, we could afford some places there. Although, I don't know if we would have to take out a mortgage, and if that's the case, then that would be... even if it was a small mortgage, it's still going to be very difficult.
Kim and I have this dream of buying a property without having to have a mortgage. I mean, good luck.
We can in some places, but...
just nowhere that has work for us.
Well, and also, like, it's not like the ideal situation.
Yeah.
It's not like a dollar home or anything like that, but...
I mean, that's honestly part of the reason why I started doing this other channel was because I was like, well, what... we're just going to live in this belief that we're going to have a YouTube channel that does so well that we can support ourselves from it, and we can live anywhere in the world we want to live in.
Someday. We'll get there.
I'm sure there's a remote job I could take somewhere that would... this is making such a pretty color, by the way, when I do that.
That's why I keep doing it.
Bye, Sadie!
Bye, Sadie. Thanks for... she's like, I've had enough of your crap. You're trash. We love you, Sadie.
I don't know when that comment was, but... I was busy talking about us.
Oh.
But anyway, I don't know.
That sounds right.
We'll see what happens. It's not that I don't love my job. It's just, you know, I would love the freedom to live wherever.
Yeah, that would be very nice. I would love to spend like a year in Thailand. I think.
Just, it would be cool. Like, oh, well, we're done here now. Let's move to some other country. And
I know. I was like going through my YouTube and it was like recommended videos. And it was just like, I don't know, some 20-year-old kid. And he's like, just changing up my life, move to Paris. Why not? I'm all, what? I'm sorry. How does that work again?
That's another city I would move in a heartbeat. But
yeah,
that's very expensive.
Yeah, again, we could live on the very outskirts of Paris. But getting a mortgage in a foreign country is just not easy.
Are you having fun?
I am. I feel like a little kid.
There's 8 folks watching right now. Does anyone who's watching who hasn't had a comment have anything they have to say to Kimball? Okay, you can let him have it right now, guys. Everything you've wanted to say to him. Not to me. but to Kimball,
Not to the annoying one.
yes, exactly. Just to the peaceful one who's doing the artwork.
What should I do next week?
Shut up.
Also, super sorry to all the mothers last week. I didn't say Happy Mother's Day.
Kimball was so annoyed. He was like, I had it as like the top thing to say, and I totally didn't say it.
I get so distracted so easily. I could do a mermaid next week because it is still mermaid, right?
What kind of art would you actually like to do?
What do you mean?
Like, just if you could do any kind of artwork in the world, what would you want to do?
Like if were super skilled?
If you weren't doing a live, what would you do? If you could sit down and do art?
Probably the same thing. I would just do it a little bit slower because I feel like, I'm kind of under a time limit pressure when I do lives.
I know. People gotta go, Kimball.
But like other people do lives for like hours, like the full day. Like I think you can go up to 12 hours, is like as long as you can go on Insta or on YouTube. And I'm like, I can't. I would die. I think the longest I could do art is maybe like 4 hours at a time. And then I would have to have a break.
You should try doing just one, where you just set up a live stream at some random part of the day and just like do it for however long it is and see what happens. Just try it.
Are you going to be there for that?
No, just do it. You don't need me there. Do it while I'm at work or something.
Then I can't do comments. Or I can, but then I get really pulled out of the art.
Well, if you're doing a 4-hour live stream, I think you can take a minute to look at your phone to see what the comments are.
You don't know me.
You can. Don't be scared. You can do it on your own. It's like you're going to school for the first day. I was terrified going to school for the first day, by the way. Do you remember?
I wasn't until, okay, so my sister was like...
Well, you had preschool too, though.
Right, but getting on the bus for the first time, my sister's like, you can sit with me, it's fine. And she was in 6th grade, I think, when I was in kindergarten or something like that. So my first bus ride, I'm like, yay, I'm just going to sit with my sister. And she's like, get away from me.
Oh my God, how traumatizing.
And I was like, where do I go? What do I do? What are the rules? I freaked out. I was crying, and I was like, whatever. It's fine. My sister's cool. It's just, when you're in 6th grade, you don't want to...
Well, especially because your family's like 6 kids, right? So she's like, oh my God.
Right, so yeah, it was...
Another one.
It was me, Chris, Kelly, and Jen all in school at the same time. I was just going to add some orange in. Just because why not? I should add some, like, internally, but I don't know where that's going to go.
What are you going to do to the whole background?
I don't know. I'm just going to leave it like that. See, there's, like, just paint all over.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. But I kind of want to separate some of these.
I see you.
Okay. That might be too harsh. Sharpen a white colored pencil. Oh my God, it just broke. Where's my other one?
What's your favorite thing about doing art? Sharpening pencils?
I don't know. It's kind of just like a fun little release of energy. It's like some people work out.
Some
Fools.
people do dances in the morning when Rocky's filming them.
Well, that's different. Oh, this is good. This is like a nice subtle, just to kind of separate it from the background.
Don't add it in the shadow areas, Kimball.
I know. Shut up.
Everyone's going to laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
When you were in school, do you remember worrying about what kids thought of you?
Not really. Not until I got older.
Did you get bullied at all?
No. I remember my brother, Jeff, was like, if anybody ever messes with you, let me know. I'm not a parent. I can take that kid out. I was like, oh my God. So nobody ever messed with me, like, to the point where it was like... I mean, nobody ever really, like, messed with me, so I didn't ever have to, like... I don't know, I never worried about it.
That's so funny. The first time I ever went into your brother Jeff's apartment, when we were down in downtown Boise...
On Hayes
You went
Street.
into the bathroom or something.
No, I went to go make coffee. I heard the conversation.
Yeah,
from
we
the
were
other room.
alone. He's like, if you ever hurt my brother... I don't know what he said, but it was something like, I will end you. Or something.
He looking out. Because, I mean, he probably had it hard. He's gay, too, so he knows what it's like.
I'd like to say I said something like, same to you, but I didn't. I was like, okay.
Can you imagine? You're like, if you hurt your brother? That just wouldn't make any sense. No, I wouldn't. And here we are, 26 years later. That's right. 26
Oh, by the way,
unfilled years. Whoa.
if you guys watched the last vlog, you probably saw this, but I just It's coming up on 26 years.
Oh.
When? How long ago after we met was this? Maybe like.
I think I'm still 17. You're 16. Yeah.
I was 16. Kimball was 17 in this picture.
Good times.
Crazy via 1998.
Good times. Great taste.
Do you feel much older than that today?
No, I still feel like a ridiculous child, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, yes. I'm not sure what else I can do to this to
Slap it.
to save it.
Slap chef. Oh my god, there's an Amy. Is it Amy?
Is it ours?
No, what's her name?
Polar?
She was in the movie with Goldie Hawn we just watched, and they get like abducted. What was it?
It was called Snatch.
Yeah, what's her name? Amy, the comedian. Oh my god. I can't tell my story until I know her name. And then I'll forget my story once I figure out her name.
Is her name even Amy? If you seek Amy, remember that?
We're just gonna skip the story. Who cares?
Oh my god. Do I? Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to do like just a dark blue. But I don't know if that's going to be a mistake. But whatever. We're here. We're doing it. And that'll be the end. We're coming on 8:01. Don't need all you guys over here crowding my style. We'll put you away later. You all pretties. Don't need that. Paintbrush. Okay, let's make this mistake. It'll be fun. We'll just take the dark inky blue. Don't want to mix colors. That's just too much work.
Schumer! Thank you, Trisha.
That's the
Amy
one.
Schumer. So she used to have a show called The Amy Schumer Show. It was on like Comedy Central or something. And she had this one skit that I remember vividly, and it was called Slap Chef. And the idea was that you have a personal chef that every time you like try to eat something, the chef comes up and slaps it out of her hand. So it like shows her on a treadmill. She's like, "Can I just like I don't know? Can I just eat instead?" Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so it cuts between all these shots of her trying to eat something, and then the chef just keeps slapping stuff out of her hand. And it's like this with this obnoxious slapping sound. I don't know why I thought it was like the funniest thing.
Because you like things like
I guess so.
that. You're like, I could do that to Kimball.
What kind of comedy were you into as a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
Same comedy I'm into now. Farts and stupid things, but like, I don't know. I think it's because it's relatable. Like, you know, you don't want to fart in public, but sometimes you just have to. Things don't really go.
You don't have to fart in public?
You don't want to.
You don't?
Well, oh my god, today.
Like, is that... People don't want to?
You know how people are like, are you at that point in your relationship where you can fart in front of each other? Yeah, that was like day one.
You've gone like beyond that.
Well.
Now we're just trying to find like the new like shocking thing. But it's kind of hard to find those after this long.
I'm not looking for the new shocking thing.
I mean, I am. You gotta keep things spicy, Kimball.
I walk by and the door's open when you're going to the bathroom. I'm like, we can close that.
I'm like, don't. I want to be together every moment.
Gross.
Diane says, "Hey, Kimball and Rocky, out for a beautiful walk with my dog. Love what you have created. You are so imaginative. Imaginative, sorry.
Thank you.
I will have to watch this from the beginning."
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy it. And
Thanks, Diane.
Thanks for popping by and saying hi.
Hope it's lovely weather where you're at.
I would hope so if you're out walking.
She could have an umbrella. You never know.
I do never know.
I just picture like a torrential downpour, hail, lightning.
Texting on the phone. That seems like something a brave.
It's like she's yelling at the phone like a news reporter. I'm coming to you from a dog walk. I love what you do.
That would be amazing.
Roof blows off in the background.
She's fine.
That's how we picture it. That's what's happening.
We pictured it. It's happening. Do we like the blue or no?
Yeah. I like something back there.
I like something. I guess.
I feel like the only thing about it is on film, it makes the bright colors feel a little dampened, but I still think it's pretty.
Really? I thought it would make them look brighter.
That's what I would think too, but...
Because I was going to do black, but I thought that might be too harsh.
I think so.
Is it not making the neon colors stand out? Is that what you're saying?
Not compared to the white, no. But I think it's fine. I wouldn't worry about your life choices.
You're talking about you.
If you really like the way it was before, when you're done, you can just go back to the part in the video and take a screen cap.
That's true. I'll just like edit it and be like, stop here if you like the white.
Magic of editing.
I'm not going to edit this, you insane. This is why we do the lives. Also, speaking of editing, we might not be here at the end of the month.
I mean, we definitely won't be here at the end of the month.
Yeah. I mean, we might not be doing a live at the end of the month. Or, because I don't really want to film and edit something because I'm really lazy. But we might try going live on location.
Oh no, that makes it sound real exciting.
Just really depends how the Wi-Fi is. Oops. So yeah, may or may not get that. I'll let you know. It's the last weekend of the month.
Diane says, it is a beautiful day. I don't have an umbrella, but I'm wearing a hoodie because the weatherman said it could rain.
Ooh, must be in England. You just never really know. I swear our weather's always like, it's going to be gorgeous, and it's like pouring outside.
And then it's sunny the next minute.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone says that about everywhere.
Yeah,
but they think it's unique to where they live.
Well, England, I've had the most issues with the weather app.
Yeah.
Just the weather changes so quickly here. Well, Rocky hates it.
No, I think it looks pretty. It's just, if you're looking for like what was more vibrant between the white and that, the white was more vibrant, but I still think that's a very pretty composition.
All right, well, let's dry it, and maybe I can amp up the colors just a scotch.
I think it's more vibrant here than it is on camera. Like, if I'm looking up there.
I mean, neon never really shows up on camera.
Don't move it.
Oh, probably don't need this. Although I think I just smeared blue on the other side. Nah, she's fine. Well, a little bit. We don't care.
I don't care.
We don't really like that picture
I don't
anyway.
care. I don't care.
Lemonading. And it's gotten very wet. Stop. Make those pages curl. I feel like one of these days I'm gonna like put the corner of the paper and the thing is gonna start on fire.
Don't do it.
Just dry the backside.
Trisha says, ooh, that would be exciting. Kimball Arts on location.
Could try doing
and then we
it
can
from
test
like
out the little mics on the live stream too.
Yeah. Could also take that one.
No.
No, you don't want to?
No.
Okay.
No.
Attitude,
No.
Rocky, attitude.
I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, I wouldn't if we were flying. Let's see. Are we dry enough to plop some pencils on there? Probably. Listen, y'all just keep getting in the way. Okay. Oh.
Kimball's grabbing the brightest of the pencils.
Well, I just, we wanted to see if I could amp the color up. I don't think we can. Although I could, I can like bring this out, make it a little glowy into the blue wherever the yellow is. It's
like fairy dust.
It's subtle but pretty. It makes it feel like the yellow parts.
It's glowing.
Lighting up.
It's like a neon light around the edge. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, I feel like the light is off. I just broke it. That was my fault.
I'm really glad that you were willing to take responsibility for your actions.
I put it into a different thing, but I think the actual core may be a little broken. So, just on the end.
You have to push pretty hard on that.
No, this I'm pushing really lightly now.
Okay. There's not a cloud in the sky right now.
Not a cloud in the sky. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this week I stayed up until like 1:30 a.m. for 2 nights in a row just editing because I was so behind. And I was like, wow, my body is so not in its 20s anymore.
And I'm like getting up at 5:30 in the morning for some reason. That's my life now.
What is that? Is that a tractor?
Our loud, annoying neighbors.
Happening.
With their stupid car.
It's a BMW. Why is it so loud?
I know, you'd think the pricier the car, the quieter it would be. It just sounds like crap.
I think he needs to have it looked at. I don't know what's happening anyway.
How do you want to take that in? Don't you have to take your car in soon?
Oh yeah, I have to get the mileage, and I have to like enter a little date, and I have to go to the service appointment.
Sounds tedious.
I love being an adult, you guys.
Tomorrow we gotta book a hotel and some travel stuff.
Trisha says, art on an airplane from the top of a tree by the seaside.
All of the above. You got it. I mean, actually, if an airplane had really good Wi-Fi, I would totally do that.
Would you?
Well, I mean, if you were sitting next to me and you could just hold my phone.
I feel like you're so shy on the plane anyway, you barely talk in an audible level.
Well, I mean, I'd probably be wearing a mic. I accidentally painted over stuff up here.
Also, planes are very loud.
Well, that's why I was saying I'd wear a mic. Because...
Even on the last episode when like you were wearing the mic, it was still really loud because
you know
the
what?
jet engine's right next to us.
Fine. You know,
Can't do it.
You're
It's a dumb
stupid.
idea.
You're dumb. You're dumb. Adding a little bit in the interior just because we love it. You can't really go wrong with neon.
Are you waiting for me to be like, now it's vibrant again? Oh, that's pretty. Do that.
I'm just adding little
Just do
bits
that.
of
Just do that, Camilla. Just everywhere. Just get
little bits of color. It's hard because the pencil, I think the core is off or something, or else it's just sharpening weird. I don't know. But the neon yellow over blue, lovely.
It's creating some unique color combinations that we're fond of.
Yeah.
Jane fond of.
Yes, queen. Really running it flat.
Campbell, what was that movie that had the little person that held the apple up and was like, oh, and it was a musical, and it had, who was the actress in it?
Wasn't it Jane Fonda?
No, it wasn't Jane Fonda. It was, oh my god. Remember they had the songs like spin, spindle, spin, spin.
Well, it's probably
spin.
Sleeping Beauty if that's the song.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was one of the dwarves, right?
I'm trying to think of the actress's name. It's something Childs from Fairchild.
Fairchild?
Or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Oh my god, my brain right. I can't think of people.
Ah,
I shouldn't
jeez.
tell stories about other movies or things. I can't think of people's names.
That's true.
Anyway,
Just stop.
it's a great movie. It's a masterpiece in
Wow,
cinema.
I don't know about that. Alright, I think we're probably done. I'm just kind of fiddling now. I don't know what else I could possibly do.
Well, once it's done, you have to give it the Kimball stamp of approval. And you have to notarized. That's where you stick your tooth on the end and just crimp it.
Isn't that like the same thing? Stamp of approval and notarizing something?
What if for notaries, they just had to put like the paper in their mouth and like bite down on it so their bite mark was there?
Well, that'd be gross.
I mean, save time and money on stamps.
Not very hygienic. I'm just putting stuff away now. I think we're done.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we really got something accomplished today.
Final thoughts, Kimball. Wrap up thoughts as you're doing your little organization.
What am I thinking about?
You're probably thinking about like where the colors go, but you should think about like what you want to say to people.
I want to say, hey, thanks for coming my way. It's been fun, but now we're done.
Ash D says, "Oh my God, beautiful Kimball."
Thank you, Ash D.
And the painting's not bad either.
Oh
Just kidding.
my god, you tease. You really know how to get into my heart. Alright.
All right, give me the phone. I mean the camera, the professional camera.
Oh guys, I hard unclip.
And let me.
Didn't
sorry,
even use
everyone,
Kohinoor.
Calm down.
Kohinoor. You go in the watercolor
Trisha
drawer.
says that worked really well, beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
But she was talking about you. She's like, that worked really well, beautiful.
She was talking about me putting pencils away, and my pencil holder works really well, and it's beautiful. It's quite warm in here. I'm gonna drink my really cold coffee. Blowing the ice cubes away. Yum. Well, now comes the
Hold it up.
Do I before? Because I started the white there, and now it looks dumb.
You better
Just don't
fix
look
it.
at that. No, just don't
Okay.
look at it.
That's all I can see now.
There, you don't even know where I put
Where?
it.
Somewhere. I don't. Campbell, another one for the fridge.
Probably not. It's gonna stain the little
Okay.
coloring book. This is Camilla art. It was like a collaboration. That's the fun thing about coloring books is that it's like feels like a collaboration with another
That gets
artist.
no publicity. I smelled that. Yeah, so what else is happening?
Well, I just wanted to thank everybody for hanging out. definitely appreciate your company.
Let's end it how we started it, Kimball. Here, hold the mic. There you go.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you next week, where I'm going to do something. I don't know. Maybe I'll play with the mermaid markers. That was fun. It was a simple mermaid marker colored pencil gig.
Right.
Well, anyway, that's all I got. So, bye, everybody. It was like really nice hanging out with you. Great. Rocky's mouthing my words. Goodbye, and thank you for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed you being here with us.
Can't hear anything.
Well, then I'll just talk a little louder. It'd be
All
kind
right,
of
how do
funny
you
for
want to end it?
myself.
It has to be like really...
I've ended it like 5 times,
No, it has
but
to
you're
be
still...
spectacular, and it has to be an obvious ending, though, Kimball. What is it going to be?
Bang, bang, boom. We're done with this. It's been fun hanging out with you. Bing, bang, boom.